In this week's ongoing Call Christina investigation, we've shown you some disturbing images of people living in rotting Miami apartments.
Investigator Christina Vazquez found that the woman who runs the companies that own the properties has racked up millions in unpaid fines, ignoring critical repairs and violations. And
tonight, Christina explores what some say needs to happen to hold landlords accountable.
We've showed you the living conditions at these Miami apartment buildings,
which is subhuman and it should not be tolerated.
Would you leave me alone?
We took you to the multi-million-dollar home in New Jersey listed under the name Denise Vaknin.
Do you care who I am?
According to state records, Denise Vaknin runs the companies that own these 9 properties. Is that from rain?
Yeah.
Buildings that have a history of violations.
Ceiling fell down on his head.
Impacting the life, health, and safety of residents.
Wiring, more mold.
Which begs the question, how? How is it a landlord can be responsible for all this? And yet the state, in some cases, renews the owner's license, settles for reduced fine amounts worth less than one resident's average monthly rent.
Somebody call you and say, oh, please come fix the mildew. Why not fix it? You getting my money?
People are living in terrible conditions and nothing is being done.
That's Nathaniel Wilcox, executive director for the nonprofit group People United to Lead the Struggle for Equality, or P.U.L.S.E.
A couple should end up in jail because it's criminal what they're doing to other people.
There's no criminal violation there. The only criminal violation is if you hinder the housing officials' ability to enforce the county ordinance.
Here's former state and federal prosecutor David Weinstein.
County and the city are doing what they can to enforce the ordinance, but there's no teeth to it. There's no punishment. All that can be done is that they can be fined for it.
But in this case, the city tells us the owners have failed to pay more than $2.4 million in fines related to code, building, and fire violations. 10,000 animals were...
Channel 10 ran a special on a farm that was mistreating animals, and the owner of that farm was taken to jail. But a person, this couple, can treat human beings any kind of way, any slum conditions, and nothing happens.
Conditions that are subhuman. We wouldn't let animals live like that.
We live like we're not even human beings, we are humans.
Criminal statutes that punish you for cruel and inhumane treatment to animals. Seems that the legislature cares more about animals than they do about human beings.
You want to see a new law on the books?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And he's taken that call to action to Tallahassee.
Mold kill people.
Taking with him poster boards of pictures, showing them to State Representative Cynthia Stafford.
He said, what are you going to do about it? And I said, well, what can we do about it?
And State Representative Daphne Campbell.
It is, beyond injustice, beyond injustice.
Both representatives tell us they are committed to spending the summer months drafting new legislation to make it harder for landlords to escape jail time after ignoring deplorable conditions, life-threatening violations, and critical repairs.
So that we can really look at systemic change, because that's what has to happen.
That's the only time people are going to listen, until you get them in front of a criminal court judge that says, I'm not just going to take your money, I'm not just going to fine you, I'm going to put you in jail until you fix and remedy these situations. It has to come at a state level to get that felony enforcement in place.
We did notice repairs being made at one Vaknin-run property and what looks like a fresh coat of paint. New doors and windows at another building. The Miami City Attorney's Office confirms the owners have hired a property manager and construction company, but all code liens continue to accrue.
They do that. So when you pass by the apartment, you won't know that it's on the inside what people are going through.
You could face a life and death situation. The negligence that is seen at these properties literally could cause people to lose their life.
The current law, allows this man to do what he's doing right now.
I think he need to be responsible for everything that's going on.
We paying you. Okay, you got to pay too. One way or the other.
They're making profits off the poor in our community, and this can't continue to go on.
In Miami, Christina Vazquez, Local 10 News.
The woman running the companies is working to transfer interest in the real estate from one company name to another. Head to the Call Christina page on local10.com to find out what impact that could have on the city of Miami's lawsuit, plus your rights as a tenant facing similar conditions.